ready to head out the door. It's production day there, so putting together another edition there. So with that, let's see how things are in Appleton with K9GU. This is KA9ARZ. Good morning, Michelle.
K9GU, are you out there?
Morning to all. This is Kilo 9 Golf Uniform in Appleton in here, where the sky is definitely overcast in here. Temperature is at 28. Barometric pressure is 30.17, and the humidity outside 86% in here. So, well, it's not a real bad day, but it's not very pretty yet. So we'll see what happens later on. Sometimes things get to be a little nicer looking later on in the day in here. We don't have any big plans for this morning or later on today, but we'll keep watching and see what happens in here. That's about as much as I can tell right now, and I'll pass it on to the next station that didn't quite copy very well because of a little bit of scratching in here. But anyway, the next station to take it, this is K9GU saying good morning to all.
9EDV, take it.
November 9, Echo Delta Victor. Good morning to all. Good morning, Michelle, and to Judy, and to anybody else who might be listening. Oshkosh, we have 28 degrees, 5-mile-per-hour winds, and partly cloudy to overcast. Sun is trying to come out. Got letting service this morning. I'm going to that, and I'm not sure what's going to happen after that. But typical February morning here, weather-wise. So that's over to, I believe I heard, AA9VV. This is N9EDV. Good morning, Cynthia.
N9EDV, this is AA9VV. You were right, Alan. Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone. Happy Valentine's Day to all you lovers and friends out there. We're very happy to have a few days off here today, and we're spending them up at the Waterbury Inn in Ephraim. Got up here late last night. For you Door County dwellers, the road was closed completely going through Egg Harbor, so what in the heck are they doing, and what about all of those businesses? I'm curious if anyone has that information. So we're going to spend the day today just going maybe to a few places, catching up on a few details with the upcoming wedding with our wedding planner, and just having the time to talk and enjoy ourselves with working the two jobs for H&R Block and, of course, the state. I get home very late and don't get to do much in the evening and leave first thing the next day. So it's a little hectic. I'm just so glad to have the time off. And Tom, I enjoyed your news. That was very nice. I don't get to hear that very often, so you did a fine job. And we called in like 8 or 9 reservations over to Off the Hook tomorrow, Thursday. If anyone else can join us, you are surely welcome. 12:45 Off the Hook, Algoma. Good morning to all. AA9V over to AG9T. Good morning, sweetheart.
K9P, being in Door County, we found a wonderful newspaper here, thanks to one of our members. What I've been doing all night and morning, I've got a 2-inch binder with my phone book from all of the years that I was employed with. Each line is a phone number of some business or some person all over the world, and I got halfway through it. I didn't think I could do that in the entire week, so we're really happy with the progress. AG9P over to DIP.
Thank you, Damien. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, everyone. KBI-DIP, Larry and Algonquin. We'll see what happens with the snow. It's supposed to be slushy here. We'll see. He caught me mid-chew. I just had a big hunk of bread with my cereal. And nothing today much. Going out, replacing a light in the microwave oven. Did you ever notice, something so simple turns out to be you got to take the thing completely apart? I mean, you're down to the buttons, you know what I mean? I mean, you forget where the stuff goes back in. For a 75-cent bulb, you think it'd plug in somewhere. No.
All right, it looks like DIP just dropped off the board, so TQC, go ahead and take it.
Okay, Tom, I was just watching that myself, trying to figure out what was going on in the KA9 TQC portable 457 and sunny and breezy here today. And I was quite intrigued by the Stonehenge story that you told and Googled it. And my wife, who watches all kinds of documentaries all the time, was reminding me of one that I had kind of forgotten about. But apparently, before the last ice age, Lake Michigan was essentially a river. And the long north-south run of it is like a giant river valley that filled up with water, obviously, to form the lake. But before it was a big lake, it was a river. And there's all kinds of evidence of human habitation along the floor of what is now Lake Michigan, surprisingly far offshore, back to the edge of when it used to be a river. So I'm guessing that's the era at which this Stonehenge thing was built. But it's kind of amazing. Apparently the Great Lakes formed in a very short time, like a matter of just hours to a small number of days, based on some sort of a dam that let go, an ice dam that released a just unthinkable amount of water from a huge impoundment. But I'm a little fuzzy on the details, so I won't share too many of them. But in any case, I guess I'm at the tail end, so over to Artie. K9WAR, good morning, K9 TQC.
K9TQC, this is K9WAR. Thank you, Jack, and good morning, everyone. Here in Peshtigo, 32 degrees and overcast. And like all the artifacts in Lake Michigan, there's also probably about 100 airplanes there from World War II. Yesterday, 24 years ago this month, I worked Victor Papa 6 Mike Whiskey. And yesterday afternoon, I worked him again. A very scarce entity. Kilo Alpha Niner Whiskey Alfa Romeo. This is K-A-9-WAR. Good morning, Bob.
Well, good morning. It looks like it's going to be a halfway decent day, so all is good. Getting along pretty well here. I probably will run the net on Friday. I don't know much after that, but hopefully I'll keep running for a couple of weeks now, maybe 3-4 weeks. I would really, really like to go to Algoma for the chin, but I cannot make it. I have an appointment before, I have an appointment after, and I have, well, after is gas line coming in, but I have just things going on that I cannot make it. Really would like to make it because it's not that far away. So, oh well. Good plans always go to hell, I guess. So, that's all I really have. I will send it over to UPE K9BXG.
K9BXG, good morning, Bob, and good morning to all, and happy Valentine's Day to all on the Good Morning Net. This is KD9UPE. Well, we talked a little bit about Algoma also, but it's not gonna, it won't quite work out. We got a little something else going on Thursday, so boy, we just aren't gonna quite make it, and it's not that far either, and we wish we could make it, but it don't look like we're gonna make it there. I put a wrist splint on my hand last night for to sleep in, and got it on yet this morning. The hurt is moving around a little bit, so hopefully it's clearing up and getting better, and we just gotta immobilize it a little bit today and see if that'll allow it to move around a little more. It's hurting pretty good though, but in a new area. Very, very funny stuff. So we're dealing with that today, but got a couple of nice cards from Linda, and a little four-legged buddy boy. He gave his dad a Valentine today too. So we're looking forward to spending the day together, and not a real lot going on today, but tomorrow we're gonna have some things happening. So with that, then we'll send it back to net control for this morning. KC9LN Zulu, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. This is KD9UPE. Good morning, all.
Thank you, sir. I will pause now to see if there's any late check-ins. Any late check-ins, please come now.
Hello, Charlie 9, Kilo Mike Alpha.
Joe, looks like you're it. Go ahead and take it. Good morning.
Thank you, Tom. Good morning, everyone. KC9KMA. Happy Valentine's Day. Yesterday we celebrated early and went to the front of Blueness Cafe and had a wonderful lunch in a very underpopulated, off-peak restaurant. And it's so nice to have a chance to chat with people and get to know some new of the staff, and it turns out Tom will appreciate this. We have like 1,000 chairs too many at the house, and this is a young woman who's moved into an apartment. I said, so do you need anything? And she said, no, I'm good. And then she paused and goes, well, I could use a reading chair. I'm like, ha, you've come to the right place. So we're going to have some sort of a meet-up and chair giveaway, because, I can't stop buying comfy chairs. Anyway, Al, I'll talk to you after the net about the guitar situation, an interesting turn of events. And see you back here tomorrow. Glad to hear you, Bob, and great. If you'll be able to take the net, that's good. and who else? Brad, way to go on the split. Let's hope that gives you some relief. It takes a while, but it may actually help you. So that's that. KC9 KMA back to net control. Good morning, everyone. Have I got it, Tom? Did I get it back in time?
You did. Go ahead.
I knew there was one more thing. Cynthia, yeah, they're tearing up Egg Harbor. It's a mess. They're burying the cables, the overhead power lines. They're widening the street. They're changing the parking. People are just building things left and right, and they're putting in like 2 parking spaces. So one of the restaurants has been enlarged or will be, and it's an attempt to fix things. I think there's some federal money involved, so they're getting it done during off-peak. The town website has a picture of how to get through. I can't remember where else, but someone actually posted a video of the daily conditions of the street and where they're working, and that was really helpful for us, I guess, a week ago. And it is just going to be amazing for tourist season because it won't be done. This will be problematic. So back to net control.
Thank you, Joan. KC9LN Zulu. Oh, one more comment about Lake Michigan, or the Great Lakes. Lake Superior was actually a lake during the Ice Age, the last Ice Age and everything, and it wasn't a very big one, but it was small. It wasn't until that flood of water came in that it became the biggest freshwater lake in the United States and Canada, and also created the other 4 Great Lakes. So, yeah, I've been following that story for quite a number of years, being a history buff of sorts. All right, that being said, let's head back up to ECHOLINK and see if there's anybody who wants to make a second transmission.
Comment?
What I've got so far is EDV, VV, and then TQC in that order. So EDV take it, then turn it over to VV, then over to TQC.
It's 9 EDV. Thanks, Tom. Just a short comment. Joan, I'll stand by after the net. And yeah, there was a special on the Great Lakes. I watched. I don't know if it was CBS or somewhere. It was a special. It was really interesting how they were formed. Yeah, we're planning to go out east somewhere. We aren't sure where. Could be in Appleton, but we aren't sure yet. So over to Cynthia, 89VV and 9EDV. Happy Valentine's Day to all.
Thank you all, F9EDV, AA9VV, and again, it's lovely to be with you all today. Thank you so much. And Joan, I so appreciate your comments. We had no idea. I mean, it was bizarre that it was like completely closed. And I know, we can get in sort of from the back door off of E. There's sort of a road that goes back behind the parking lot there. So we might have to check that out for sure while we're here. I'm really happy to hear all the stuff about the Great Lakes. I knew there was an underground river that they found around Mackinac Island, I think. They were talking about that at one time. That was very interesting. And I can't tell you how nice it is to be with people that are honest, and I won't have to listen to any liars for the rest of the week. I have one joker come in. He's a transplant from the state of Michigan, and I asked him about his parental fence, and he said he got his sawed-off shotgun at a rummage sale. So that's what I get to deal with. AA9BV, back over to you, Jack, and thank you for the second turn on ECHOLINK. KA9TQC, AA9BV.
And here's hoping none of us encounter you in your day job there. Hi. But I just wanted to throw out, okay, so as many of you, probably all of you know, the Great Lakes represent roughly 20% of the Earth's fresh water in those 5 lakes, but another 20% of the Earth's fresh water is in Lake Baikal, which is on the Mongolian-Russian border. And the reason I have dealt with that before I went to dental school and worked as an aquatic biologist, the guy who was the chairman of the department I worked in, he was a specialist on Lake Baikal algae. Believe it or not, that's a career path. But in any case, that small lake, which doesn't look terribly impressive on a map because its average depth is like 5,300 feet, has a volume of water equal to that of all the Great Lakes. So between the Great Lakes here and Baikal there's 40% of the total fresh water of the Earth. So, interesting tidbit. Back to you, Tom. KC9LN Zulu, KA9TQC.
TQC, thank you for the refresh. I knew about that. I forgot the name of the lake, but yeah, that was very interesting when I read about that, where it was equal to all the Great Lakes. But anyway, I'll pause now and see if there are any comments. Any comments come now.
I'm Cammy.
Hey, Kim A, you doubled with somebody. Who else is out there? Hey, maybe it wasn't a double. KMA, go ahead and take it.
Let Cynthia know I sent you a link to your Facebook Messenger with the map of the alternate routes through Egg Harbor getting to the businesses. That is, all you have to do, anyone who's listening and wants to know, Google Egg Harbor construction. It'll pop right up. Back to Tom.
All right, any other comments out there? Please come now.
Can I see you once more? Just one small comment. This is Ash Wednesday today, and we'll have an event in here with many people in here, and I'll go there also. So this is just what I wanted to mention right now, and I'll pass it on again to KC9LN Zulu. Once again, good morning to you. This is K9GU.
All right, with that being said, I will pause once again for any last comments. All right, this will conclude the formal portion of the Goodmorning Net, and we're returning the frequency to normal operating procedure. I want to thank you all again for checking in, keeping the frequency of the net active. All of you have a good day. I will let KMA go ahead with her discussion with somebody, and after that finishes, I will then do the ARRL news. Good morning to all. KC9LN Zulu.
Go ahead and run the news. I won't hold people up. I'll just call Al on the phone when you're done. KC9 KMA.
9 EDV, copy that, Joan.
All right, thanks, Joan. I appreciate that. And now I will give it about 5 or 10 seconds, and then I will start the ARRL news. Good morning to all.